Hello friends, welcome to Play Question Wise. In this video lecture, we will be discussing some interesting questions from the subject Indian history. So let's begin the session. Which of the following was not one of the better known agricultural products of the Sangam age? Options are A. Turmeric, B. Wheat, C. Rice, D. Sugarcane. Answer to the given question is option B, wheat. Sangam period. Friends, Sangam age existed from 3rd century BC to 3rd century CE. According to Tamil legends, संगम पीरियड के दौरान 3 महासभाएं हुई जिसमें उस समय के सारे स्कॉलर्स, साधु संत, लेखक, कवि, योगी और तमाम बुद्धिजीवी एक जगह बैठक किया करते थे और ज्ञानियों के इस संगम से इस समय को संगम काल कहते हैं. फ्रेंड्स, ये संगम असेंबली माना जाता है कि तमिलनाडु के मदुरई में हुई थी. फ्रेंड्स, इट इज बिलीव्ड that 3 Sangam assemblies held. These Sangams flourished under the royal patronage of Pandyas. फ्रेंड्स, एक इम्पॉर्टेंट किताब संगम पीरियड की है तिरुकुरल, जो कि महान कवि, संत कवि तिरुवल्लुवर ने लिखी है. फ्रेंड्स, संगम लिटरेचर इज द चीफ सोर्स ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन ऑन चोलास, चेरास एंड पांड्यास. So friends, these are few points about the Sangam period. Now let's move to the next question. During the time of Alauddin's invasion, Warangal was ruled by, options are A. Yadava dynasty, B. Chola dynasty, C. Chalukya dynasty, D. Kaktiya dynasty. Answer to the given question is option D, Kaktiya dynasty. Alauddin Khilji. Friends, Alauddin Khilji ruled from 1296 Common Era to 1216 Common Era. That is for 20 years. Friends, Alauddin Khilji एक बहुत ही एबल मिलिट्री कमांडर था और दिल्ली सल्तनत का सुल्तान बनने के लिए उसने अपने फादर इन लॉ एंड खिलजी डायनेस्टी के फाउंडर जलालुद्दीन खिलजी की हत्या कर दी थी. Jalaluddin Khilji was also Alauddin's uncle and Alauddin killed him, clearing his way to throne. Friends, Alauddin ने दिल्ली सल्तनत का दायरा बहुत बड़ा कर दिया था. He was the first invader to cross Vindhyas and went to southern India with the objective of conquest. Friends, Alauddin fought many battles in his life and he won Ranthambore in 1301 and Chittor and Delhi in 1303 Common Era. He took Malwa in 1305, Amroha in 1305, Warangal in 1310 AD, Jalore in 1311 AD, and fought with other kingdoms like Ujjain, Marwar and others. Friends, Alauddin successfully resisted Mongol invasions more than 12 times. Friends, he is credited for agricultural reforms, having a standing army, organized mandi and markets. He also built Alai Darwaja, Fort of Siri, etc. So friends, these are some points to remember about Sultan Alauddin Khilji. Now let's move to next question. The Indus Valley people venerated which of the following animal? Options are A. Bull, B. Eagle, C. Cow, D. Garuda. Answer to the given question is option A, bull. Indus Valley civilization. Friends, Indus Valley civilization is believed to have existed between 3300 BC to 1300 BC in the western part of South Asia. but its mature period was from 2600 BC to 1400 BC. Friends, the people of Indus region worshipped trees and animals. The most important of them is the one-horned unicorn, which may be identified as rhinoceros. And the next important animal was humped bull. So friends, people of Indus Valley civilization venerated the bull. After Indus Valley civilization, in Vedic period, bull was venerated and is considered very dear and close to Lord Shiva. इसलिए शिव जी के मंदिर में आपने देखा होगा लोगों को नंदी बैल के कानों में अपनी मन की बात कहते हुए. फ्रेंड्स, इंडस वैली सिविलाइजेशन से काफ़ी एविडेंस मिले हैं which shows importance of trade in the life of people of Indus Valley civilization. Indus Valley civilization people were very well acquainted with manufacturing and use of bronze. Friends, major Indus Valley sites are Harappa, Kalibangan, Dholvira, Lothal, Ropar, Cote Rije, etc. Friends, Harappa was the first site of this civilization, excavated in 1921 by a team led by Dayaram Sahini, and Mohenjo-daro was excavated by a team led by R.D. Banerjee in 1922. So friends, these are some points to remember about Indus Valley civilization. Now let's move to next question. Home charges were, options are A. Paid by India to the United States of America, B. Paid by India to Britain, C. Paid by Britain to India, D. Paid by Government of India to the nationalists. Answer to the given question is option B, paid by India to Britain. Drain of wealth. The interests of India's external debts and the payments of the salaries and pensions of British officials in India are what home charges comprised of. Friends, the drain of wealth depict the constant flow of wealth from India to England, for which India did not get an adequate income, commercial or material return. Friends, the colonial government was just using Indian resources indiscriminately. Friends, Dadabhai Naoroji was the first person who told the world about this drain of wealth theory in his book Poverty and Un-British Rule in India. So friends, these are few points about drain of wealth from India. Now let's move to next question. The Indus Gokul Das Tejpal Sanskrit Pathshala was the place where, options are A. Max Muller came to study Sanskrit, Gandhiji made his first ashram, C. A.O. Hume used to live, D. The first session of Indian National Congress was held. Answer to the given question is option D. The first session of Indian National Congress was held. Indian National Congress. Friends, retired British Indian civil servant, ICS officer Alan Octavian Hume founded Indian National Congress in the year 1885 in order to form a platform for civil and political dialogues among educated Indians. Friends, there were three main objectives of Indian National Congress. Firstly, to promote friendly relations between nationalistic political workers from different parts of country. Secondly, अलग अलग धर्म और जातियों में बटे भारत के मूल निवासियों को एक धागे में बांधना, and to develop and consolidate the feeling of national unity irrespective of caste, religion or province. Thirdly, to formulate popular demands and present them before the government. Friends, These are some important facts to remember about Indian National Congress. Now let's move to the next question. At which Congress session was the working committee authorized to launch a program of civil disobedience movement? Options are A. Tripuri, B. Lahore, C. Mumbai, D. Lucknow. Answer to the given question is option B, Lahore. Lahore session of Indian National Congress. Friends, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru presided Lahore session of Indian National Congress in 1929. It was this session in which it was decided to launch civil disobedience movement for achieving complete independence. Friends, also decision was taken to boycott the Round Table Conference to be held in London, and Congress decided to celebrate 26th January 1930 as the first Independence Day. Friends, the flag of India was hoisted by Jawaharlal Nehru on 31st December 1929 on the banks of river रावी इन लाहौर, और इसी जगह से पंडित नेहरू ने भारतवासियों से अपील की थी कि वो सब कांग्रेस के साथ 26 जनवरी 1930 को पहली इंडिपेंडेंस डे सेलिब्रेट करें. सो फ्रेंड्स, दीज आर फ्यू पॉइंट्स अबाउट लाहौर सेशन ऑफ 1929. Now let's move to next question. At which of the following place did Mahatma Gandhi first start his satyagraha in India? Options are A. Bardoli, B. Ahmedabad, C. Kheda, D. Champaran. Answer to given question is option D, Champaran. Satyagraha. Friends, Satyagraha was a form of mass agitation without any use of violence, and it was based on the idea of power of truth. Friends, the four Satyagraha are very important in the overall freedom movement as they mark the coming of Gandhiji on the national stage. These four Satyagrahas are Champaran Satyagraha of year 1917, Ahmedabad Satyagraha of year 1918, Kheda Satyagraha in year 1918, and then Rowlatt Satyagraha in the year 1919. Friends, Gandhiji did his first Satyagraha in Champaran for indigo plantation workers, and then in Ahmedabad for the textile workers. After that, Gandhiji did Satyagraha for peasants in Kheda with Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, and fourth time against the Rowlatt Act. So friends, these are few points to remember about Satyagraha. Now let's move to next question. The list of 16 Mahajanpadas is available in, options are A. Chandogya Upanishad, B. Mahabharata, C. Samyukta Nikaya, D. Anguttara Nikaya. Answer to the given question is option D, Anguttara Nikaya. Mahajanpadas. Friends, Anguttara Nikaya is a Buddhist scripture that mentions 16 great kingdoms or Mahajanpadas at the beginning of 6th century BC in India. In the 6th century BC, only 4 powerful kingdoms remained. They were Magad, Avanti, Kosala, and Vatsa. Friends, Bimbisar and Ajatashatru are important rulers of Magad dynasty. Pradyota ruled Avanti, Prasenjit was king of Kosala, and Udayan was important ruler of Vathas. Friends, name of all 16 Mahajanpadas can be read on the screen, which are given. Friends, it is from the 6th century that a continuous political history of India can be stated, where we begin to study the history of Magad dynasty or Magad Janpada. So friends, these are important facts about the Mahajanpadas. Now let's move to the next question. Who stabilized an independent Rashtrakuta dynasty? Options are A. Rajendra Chola, B. Danti Durg, C. Prithvi Raja, D. None of these. Answer to the given question is option B. Danti Durg. Rashtrakutas. Friends, Rashtrakutas are considered themselves descendants of Satyaki. Dantivarman or Danti Durg was the founder of Rashtrakuta dynasty. He is said to have conquered Kalinga, Kosala, Kanchi, Silsil, Malwa, etc. and occupied Maharashtra by defeating Chalukya king Kirtivarman. Friends, Krishna I succeeded Danti Durg, and Krishna I built the world famous Kailash temple at Ellora. Friends, Elephanta caves near Mumbai was also built by Rashtrakutas. फ्रेंड्स, अमोघ वर्ष वन सबसे महान शासक हुआ राष्ट्रकूट वंश में, जो बहुत ही पढ़ा लिखा व्यक्ति था और कला तथा संस्कृति में भी काफी रुचि रखता था. फ्रेंड्स, अमोघ वर्ष रूल्ड फॉर 63 years and he was converted into Jainism by Jain Sena, who was a Jain monk. So friends, these are some important points to remember about Rashtrakutas. Now let's move to the next question. The salient feature of the Rig Vedic religion was, options are A. Worship of nature, B. Worship of Trimurti, C. Worship of Pashupati, D. Worship of Mother Goddess. Friends, answer to the given question is option A. Worship of nature. Vedic period. Friends, Vedic period is believed to have existed between 1500 BC to 600 BC, in which period from 1500 to 1000 BC is considered early Vedic period, and period between 1000 BC to 600 BC is considered as later Vedic period. Friends, the Vedas were composed in this period, and hence this gives the age the name Vedic period. And also Vedas are the chief source of information about this era. The Vedic age start with the coming of Aryans, who settled in the Sapt Sindhu region of Southwest Asia. Friends, Sapt Sindhu literally means land of 7 rivers, and names of these 7 rivers can be read on the screen as given. Friends, Vedic people worshipped natural forces like earth, fire, wind, thunder, etc. And Indra, that is god of thunder, was the most important deity of Vedic period. So friends, these are some points about Vedic period which existed from 1500 to 600 BC. Thanks for watching the video, friends. Please like, share and subscribe.